Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Stuff happening. Um. Anyways, we're here to talk about a subject that everyone. I've seen Espresso. I've seen Slasher. I've seen a lot of COD YouTubers talk about, but I just keep wondering. It's like why everyone is so nervous, you know? And then I just started, doing some little research here and there. I know, like why, and the points that they make, and it's reflected on the past. But it's more so that this points that they make about why they're so scared or nervous about Modern Warfare 2022 is actually coming not recently, but more so also in the past. Because if you guys remember World War II in a sense of way, you know, another Sledgehammer's game. uh, it was supposed to be the one that would bring back that Call of Duty feeling. And it was promised, and it was promised, and it was promised. Because everybody but the point of Infinite Warfare, hit and it was its life cycle. And nobody was like playing happily. It was playing because we have to create content. We have to do this. We have to do that. I understand, it was not everybody. Multiplayer wasn't. I think I enjoyed it more than the multiplayer from Treyarch, even though it was advanced movement and it was a copy paste. But somehow, some way, I think because the campaign caught me, and how the multiplayer was sort of like parallel to the campaign. That aspect I liked it because it actually uh, made it even better. To play. It's just the advanced movement was still there in a sense of way. It was a copy paste from the Black Ops 3 one, but hey, regardless, uh, I mean, the story elements from the campaign towards multiplayer was there. Uh, but we were promised for World War II that not only boots on the ground repeatedly, but more so this Call of Duty feeling that we had in the past. And it sort of didn't happen. The expectations were set up so high and they were promoted so high. And once the game arrived, it was less than half of what we expected. So, in a sense of way, you start to understand these COD content creators that, hey, you told us this, and we received less than half of what you said. I didn't experience Call of Duty like you said I was going to experience it because I remember Call of Duty like this, and I didn't got not even half of it. Obviously, towards like the end of the life cycle, it started feeling like that, but that's towards the end, not during the initial period and throughout its yearly cycle. So what ends up happening is that Call of Duty is catching these trends, the battle royale format with PUBG and Fortnite. That in Black Ops 4, I was surprised that we got a Black Ops 4. I was expecting, I don't know, another Black Ops title, but or something different, but it's still in the same Cold War era, not Black Ops 4 like it was. Sorry, it was giving. And so no campaign. Everybody was so high on the battle royale thing, and it wasn't decent enough. So much so that everybody was starting to nitpick in a sense of way what was wrong. And like many content creators have said, is like, yeah, we use this weapon, and like, but it has OP because of this attachment combination and everything. So it was more so you got laser beam weapons, you move at a normal speed with an LMG, and there's no penalization for it. So and it had some issues. Battle Royale had some issues. The loot box system was at its worst. Um, and you start to put in perspective, And then Modern Warfare 2019 happened, and everybody was happy because Modern Warfare, the OG Modern Warfare, and everything was living up to its hype, and everything lived up to its hype because we were hearing no issues from developers and anything. It's almost like Infinity Ward knows how to manage all the issues, all the noise, and we got what we expected. Obviously, when Warzone hit, and there was a few bugs here and there, but still, they were fixing it. They were fixing it. They were fixing it. But then you start hearing about the next title that's coming, Sledgehammers. We all know it was a pandemic year, but everybody was voicing it out. And I think the reason everybody got nervous for Modern Warfare 2022, it's more so not only the pandemic year that we had with Sledgehammer that was now switched to Treyarch, it was more so the fact that Activision started to pushing in too much of what they wanted instead of letting what the game was supposed to be. And it got to a point that we saw it in the past. It's like, hey, we're not getting sales. You need to push this thing. Hey, World War II is not what it's not there. Can we just have it, a little bit delay? It's like, no, push it. But we didn't see it like that because there was no pandemic year. There was no, even though they worked overtime and everything, but still. Then you got Black Ops 4. Uh, there was some noise over there, but they try to, cancel it and everything, but it just got too rousy. I think because everybody was noticing these problems. The ones that noticed it before, kudos to you. But the ones that notice it right now with this pandemic year, that Activision was starting to push even harder because of sales. I think that's the reason everybody is so nervous right now with 2022. It's the fact that, hey, we're not hearing any noise, but we don't know if because of all this scandal that Activision has, all the investors, all the CEOs, all the general managers in each division, is like, if they're pushing, but we're not hearing anything. We don't know if Modern Warfare 2022 is going to be anything resembling Modern Warfare 2019. And it's understandable. Plus, you have these leaks about multiplayer, about campaign, about the third mode that is similar to one in Escape from Tarkov. So you start to see that everybody's getting nervous because of everything that is happening with Activision, not only in the Call of Duty side, but also um, legal side with other games. Activision Blizzard with Blizzard that was, yeah, Blizzard was kind of an asshole before the lawsuits, and Activision took it under. But Activision knew about it. It's just, you know. So you so you understand why everyone is nervous. It's more so you started seeing it back back in the day, and you're like, okay, so this is not an issue right now. This is an issue that was happening before, but somehow just one studio was able to either noise cancel or manage the noise very well that it didn't get out. And that's it. And that's one of the things that it's admirable about it. Manage all the pressures in order for you to actually do your job. So in that perspective, I understand, but it's more so the issues that were coming from before. Now that because pandemic year, everybody's listening, everybody's more attentive to what we want in a Call of Duty. Obviously, you got more ears pinning in the floor in order for you to listen. It tends to happen, and I understand. There's a lot of concerns. There's a lot of things that might not be for all audiences. But hey, Call of Duty is not for all audiences. Call of Duty is for a certain type of player, for a certain type of audience. You can't make everyone happy. Modern Warfare 2019 proved it. It was for a certain audience. For many people, it was like, ugh, gruesome and everything. But it's a game that is trying to reflect the realities of war. Through a realistic story, even though it's in a fictional universe. So in that regard, they did well. Um, Black Ops Cold War, we know that the missed opportunities they had because it was Rush, and I think with 2 3 months they would have had a decent, better story. Sledgehammers, yeah, Sledgehammers. There's no, yeah, I can't excuse them on that regard because their story doesn't make any sense. For as much as they had time, this story doesn't make sense. Certain characters have certain things that don't make sense. So on that wing, I cannot excuse it on the writing of the story. Maybe I can excuse it on the execution because of pandemic and issues. But in reality, I don't know. It just feels hollow, very hollow, very disappointing. Also, trying to appeal to all audiences instead of just appealing to your core audience. But anyways, yeah, that's the reason that it's like why everyone's so noticed because all the shit that has happened in Activision, not only because of right now, but the signs were there in the past. We just didn't see it clearly enough, or we chose to ignore it. But now it's so evident that everyone in this, including myself, in a sense of way, I'm nervous, but not so nervous because I know that Infinity Ward is going to, oh, it's going to save its franchise, its baby. Uh, because for as much as Treyarch started it, but the IP of Call of Duty Modern Warfare belongs to Infinity Ward, and if that puppy fails, you know what's going to happen. So yeah, so um let's sit let's sit back. I know where everybody's nervous, about this and that could happen. So I invite everyone to just sit down, take a deep breath, relax. The ball is in the record. They know. They know that they have to deliver a Call of Duty that is either in this either the same as, well, not the same, copy paste of Modern Warfare 2019, but more so um, similar but evolved Modern Warfare 2019. They know it, and so they just relax. The ball's in their court. If they don't deliver, they know that that nobody's gonna buy it, even though it's a Call of Duty of time and everything. But sales are not gonna be the same if they don't deliver. So in that regard, just stay calm. Um, but yeah, that was just a quick thing that I had to say. Regardless of they deliver or not, we just it's just wait and see. I really hope that they deliver a beta for it. There's going to be obviously an event presenting the trailer. Either it's going to be a teaser trailer, or it's going to be a full on trailer, an event. Uh, how is it going to be? We don't know. Caldera is barely hanging on as as a map with all the bugs and glitches that it has, because it's based in Modern Warfare 2019's Warzone, so it's not a zone. That's an issue, very big issue. Um, so yeah, let's just sit down, relax, take a deep breath, wait and see. The ball's on the court. Don't be okay. Be understandably nervous, but don't be so nervous that you're like, "Holy shit, I'm so nervous." So, anyways, um, have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, your loved ones. Peace out. Big trust.